Naruto.
EA Sports and the PGA of America are proud to present final round coverage of the PGA Championship. The season's final major championship is about to get underway here at Quail Hollow in Charlotte, North Carolina. And Frank, as we look at the field for this PGA Championship, this golf course favors what kind of player?
Good drivers of the golf ball, Rich. The first time they had the event actually at Quail Hollow when it was a regular tour event, David Toms won, who was one of the straightest drivers of the ball. Rory McIlroy's won twice around here, obviously one of the premier drivers of the golf ball. JB Holmes, we know he's long, but also amazingly straight for that length. Ricky Fowler on a good day is a great driver of the golf ball. That's really what Quail Hollow not only requires, but demands. Oh, beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good.
Good contact, good result.
Excellent opening tee shot. That ball right in the fairway.
Frank, what's the player looking at here on the approach at the first?
Just a short iron. You really want to check which side of the mound that the flag is today. You do not want to be pitching your approach shot on the side of that mound.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Birdie here yesterday, trying to do it again today.
Great start.
Teeing it up here at the second hole, Frank, it's a short par 3.
Yeah, it plays a little bit downhill, about half a club, Rich. There's a sort of shallow bunker in that back area, and also that green starts to reduce in size on the left side. Good par 3.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach,
Giving him another good look. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
Frank, there's an old basketball announcer who used to say when a ball went in and out of the cylinder, just the way that one did, he would say, ringtail howitzer. And that one just didn't go in. Did the job right there. Frank, here at the third, players facing a challenging tee shot.
For a number of reasons, Rich. One, that the hole bends to the left. Two, that the fairway starts to run out. And three, the length of the second shot. You get rewarded the better you hit your tee shot down here.
Probably going to have to hit one more club here, Frank. A little bit uphill. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
Okay, good shot on the dance floor.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
So a drop shot here at the third hole, Frank.
Yeah, another putt missed. Now it's at sneaky distance.
That's a bogey, but that probably won't hurt. We have already begun. Let's pick up with the action at hole number 4. It's been solid for our featured golfer to this point, but will it be good enough, Frank?
Well, solid's always good. There's no question about that, especially in today's professional golf, but it takes brilliance to win the day.
Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah, ball sitting up. You don't have to worry about the wind or anything there. You just take a full-blooded cut at the second shot from here.
Frank, as we look at the second shot here at the 4th, what's the best chance for a birdie?
A nice high floating second shot would be the ideal go here, Rich. Just pitching slightly right of the flag, but you cannot afford to miss this green on the right.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie. Has it. That's birdie. Here we are at the par 5 5th. It's 570 yards. Frank, this should be reachable for most players, don't you think?
Yeah, if you hit a good tee shot, especially with the draw, it will be. But the hardest part of this is judging that kick on the fairway that kicks the ball to the right. And it sort of turns at that awkward area where the top of your tee shot range. That's where that dog leg is. Rich, there's rough and rough. That ball is needle-nosed down.
Can't even see it from here. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he's thinking on that.
So this is the third shot to the par 5. Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Frank, this is where you know that players like Bubba Watson, Dustin Johnson, Rory McIlroy are playing a different game than guys like me. They step up to this 250-yard par 3 and they might hit a 5-iron. It is a little downhill, but they might be with a middle iron where a lot of us would be with a driver.
Well, you see the advantage of that power on this very hole, not just because of the length they got to hit it, but the green they're heading into. This green slopes off in both directions, right and left, so you have to land that ball in the middle of the green. So yeah, it's a big advantage if you can go at this hole with like a 5-iron.
Well, he's on the green, but still plenty of work left. About a 25-footer coming up. Settles in over the putt. That may have been a bit too much to ask for there, that distance putt, Frank.
Yeah, it's fine to be greedy before you hit the putt, but after you've hit it, 2 from that distance is fine.
Just 5 feet left.
No, really, Rich, right now it's just a case of running out of holes. Pars are fine.
Frank, there's a lot to chew on here as you get to the tee at the 532-yard par 5 7th.
In today's game, 530 plus change you'd think is incredibly short. And look at the trouble in front of you. Water all the way down the right side and around that right side of the green. Bunkers left. This is not for the faint of heart.
That is a fantastic long shot.
There's no way he could hit that without a tail breeze. Surely that breeze had to help there. Well, it's going to take a good one here considering what they've already gone through, Rich. Right now, that green is going to look very small, so it's going to take a good shot here to give himself an opportunity.
Some really poor play to this point. He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Playing his third here at the par 5. Well, Frank, this is just an absolute bludgeoning right now. An eagle, and the lead widens. Frank, I love a drivable par 4. In the modern power game, it really adds an element of excitement. And here we go at the 350-yard par 4/8.
Well, you're definitely going to love this one then, Rich, because it ticks all the boxes here. There's no water in play, just a few bunkers down the left and the one that protects the right side of the green. And you've got a really narrow green, so plenty of reward with minimal risk.
Well, that was a beautiful drive, Frank. Really good position to take advantage.
Sitting up beautifully in the fairway.
This looks to be at least an extra club, maybe 2 clubs going way up that hill to the green. That's a solid shot here into the 8th hole, and a good chance now for another birdie. Getting set now over the putt. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
Always take that. Good par putt right there. Well, Frank, what do you think of the 9th hole here at Quail Hollow?
Oh, I think it's a beauty, Rich. One of those long, nice drawing tee shots. 500 yards is a par 4. You have to hit a good drive down there. The fairway doesn't camber that much. Hole does dogleg to the left. Big advantage for a big tee shot here.
Frank, what's ahead now on this approach shot at the long par 4 9th?
What's in favour for the player, Rich, is the fact that both the left and the right side of the green slope back towards the middle. So you can almost use them like sideboards. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. So the dominant performance continues.
Yeah, we're watching 2 tournaments right now, the one at the top and the rest. game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that easy.
Caught that one flush, Frank. That was beautiful.
What was the movie again? Dead, solid, perfect.
Frank, this looks like a tempting opportunity here at the par 5 10th.
There's a little ridge in the middle of the green on that left side, and that'll kick the ball to the right. So you've either got to be short of it or past it.
That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. This is a pretty long putt here. You'd be happy to get this to within 2 or 3 feet. You really want to take the stress out of that next putt. Always so frustrating when you hit a putt that comes up that short. He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday. Can he do it again today? Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now to the par 4 11. Frank, what do you think of this hole?
It's an interesting hole, Rich, and I'm curious to see how aggressive players will play here today. The easy way, obviously, is just hit it down the right side and set up a nice second shot with a short iron. Or the most fun way is to take the big stick out and try and bite off as much of that corner as you choose. But be prepared to pay the price should it not come up. Oh, that's it. New member of the 300-yard club.
Good poke right there. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag. Should be safely on deck.
Early part of this second 9 and a good approach shot. And now, pretty good chance for birdie. Made par yesterday. This one for birdie.
Oh, how did that miss?
Are you kidding me? I mean, that one was dead center. So just a formality here. Did the job right there. Frank, I think the mark of a good golf course design, changing directions. We go from a right to left hole, now at the 12th, to a left to right hole.
Yeah, there's no two holes at Quail Hollow that look the same. And this one's slightly downhill, fairway tilts a little bit to the right, and it's a bit of a sleeper. And plus you add in on top of that 450 yards plus. This is a fairway that has to be hit.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, we always say about Quail Hollow, you have to play with a clear head. You have to be thinking your way around this golf course. So what's the right thought process on this second shot?
Keep the ball in the right section. That front portion there, you can't afford to go long when the flag's there. Conversely, when the flag's in the back, you can't afford to be putting up and over that ridge. So you've got to be flying that ball all the way back there.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read.
Nice putt by me.
Well, that's how you keep a round going, make putts just like that. Here we are at the par 3, 13th hole. It's 210 yards. What does it take here, Frank?
It's one actually where you'd rather be conservative than aggressive here. And the reason why is this green tends to roll off at the back and the front and the middle there. So it's just something that pitches more in the central part of the green is really what's required.
That's well played. Now a good look at birdie.
It's at sneaky distance.
Frank, you know what gets me about this game? Here a person makes a legitimate effort, makes a good stroke, and that ball spins around and is just laughing at the player. And now what's left, you could breathe on that ball. It counts the same as a 300-yard drive. It's not right.
But it's the beauty of the game.
Wow, what a putt. That is huge. Well, Frank, as we arrive at the par 4 14th, just 345 yards, our players no doubt are looking for a little advice from a guy who's been there. You've done it at the highest level. What's the right play here?
Rich, after all these years, I think it's like a modified tee shot. And what I'm going to say with that is like a strong 3-wood, something that pitches around 270 and kicks 30 or 40 yards, finishes up about 20 yards short of the green. I think that's the best call. You won't be able to get at all the flags, but I think you'll play the hole under par for the week.
When's the right time to pull out the big driver and have a go at this green?
I don't think there is, but maybe you at home should try.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Had a birdie here yesterday, in there close. Great opportunity for another one. Birdie here yesterday, trying to do it again today. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Just a couple of feet. Good work right there. He'll settle for par. Now as we arrive at the par 5 15th hole here at Quail Hollow, 577 yards. Frank, I think a player has to be thinking about doing what Rory McIlroy did in 2010.
It's the last of the holes that you can really be aggressive on, Rich. So a good drive down here. I'm well aware of the fact that there's water on the left. This is a good chance to make something happen before you play the green mile.
And that's what McIlroy did. Hit a tracer, then a 5-iron, knocked it in for eagle, shot 62, and won for the first time on the PGA Tour.
And this is straight at it.
And it's a really good line. On the green in regulation. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Close. Couldn't ask for much more on that putt. These putts keep the round together. Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
At last, we have arrived at the start of one of the most daunting finishing stretches in all of golf. They call it the Green Mile, 16, 17, and 18 here at Quail Hollow. The 16th is a par 4, 508 yards, Frank.
And this hole was made even more difficult when they pushed that green further left to bring the water more in play with the second shot. I mean, it's a great par 4. It's strong in every single department.
Excellent start off the tee. That's a great way to begin this hole. Frank, how about this approach shot to the 16th, the beginning of the Green Mile?
There is no other option but the aerial attack here at 16. Front bunker means it has to be carried. The one on the right really isn't in play. But that little hollow and that left front of the green, you've got to fly the ball at least 7 or 8 yards onto this putting surface.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot in there. Easy birdie.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. Looking to make a move. This putt for birdie. Just has the feel today. Here we are, the 18th hole at Quail Hollow. Simply put, Frank, a player needs to hit maybe his best tee shot of the day.
I would agree with you, Rich. If you were to measure this hole from trees on the left to trees on the right, it's actually a really wide fairway or expansive land. But that creek that just meanders its way through the middle of this hole completely changes the nature of this hole. And consequently, you hit the nail on the head. If you don't hit a good tee shot, you will rack up something here. And I have got no idea how big it would be.
That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that hanging in the sky.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. This is a good-looking shot. Put a birdie on the card here yesterday, don't forget. To win the PGA Championship. That a birdie. Just a fantastic week of golf. Add that one to the win count.
A lot of great quality players out there, and to come on top of that leaderboard is truly a great accomplishment.
Shout out 9/11 today. Today's September 11th, 2019. And hashtag always remember, never forget. Hashtag always recall, never forget. The bravery of everybody in the United States on that day. And all the, unity coming together and just, doing amazing that day. So yeah. And shout out NBA 2K 2020 coming out last week on September 6, 2019. Amazing video game. They made it very fluid and great. Just I met NFL 2020. And yeah, it's amazing and exciting. And also shout out Gears of War 5 coming out that same day, September 2019. It's also a great video game. Made it really nice, amazing, and exciting. And I played the NBA 2K 2020 demo, and yeah, and like I said, it's really fluid. So yeah, it's nice, amazing, and exciting. And yeah, shout out to the conclusion of NFL Week 1 of the 100th NFL season, 2019-2020 NFL season, 100th NFL season, and yeah, it was amazing, a lot of amazing games. Lamar Jackson had 5 pass touchdowns, 17 for 20, 354 passing yards. Like he was the best quarterback in the league. We won. Deshaun Jackson came back with the Eagles, 2 touchdowns, 8 catches, like 188 receiving yards, amazing. The Patriots didn't measure Steelers, like blew them out like 33-3. Tom Brady's amazing, their team. And Monday night game was made too. Drew Brees, all that with the Saints, doing the Saints. Alvin Kamara, Michael Thomas, everything. So yeah, amazing on the round. But oh yeah, Alvin Kamara, Michael Thomas, Cam Jordan, everybody. Yeah, Week 2 starts tomorrow. Thursday Night Football, and Panthers vs Buccaneers. James Winston, Cam Newton. Also gonna be amazing and exciting. And also shout out to Supergirl coming out next month on October 6, 2019, season 5. That's also going to be amazing and exciting and pretty fresh. And also shout out to the 2019 Tennis US Open happening on September 7, 2019. It was also in New York too. So yeah, shout out to that. Bianca Andreescu won. Congratulations to her. She's 19. Impressive. Serena, the best tennis player of all time. Already male or female. So yeah. And yeah. She gonna win her next 2 majors. Serena Williams, 2020. One of those gonna be 2020 Wimbledon. We'll see what the other one is. Maybe Australian Open 2020. Maybe French Open 2020. Maybe US Open 2020. We'll see. But definitely one of them is gonna be 2020 Wimbledon. And we'll see what the other one is. And I think they said Bianca Andreescu, the first tennis player, male or female, to win, being born in the 2000s. So yeah, that's amazing too. And she's 19 during 2019. That's first too. Now she's my second friend ever, so that's all first also. Yeah, congratulations to her winning. And shout out to Tori Kelly's album coming out. I think it was 1 month and 2 days ago. The third album called Inspired by True Events. Came out August 9, 2019. Amazing album. I bought it, listened to the whole thing. I love it. It's amazing, like I said. And it has 16 songs in it, just like her first album, Break With a Smile, which also has 16 songs on it. Take care. Tori Kelly. Tori Kelly fans are going to keep loving and supporting you. So yeah. And with all that being said, CBC Naruto. Over and out.